Oh, I was having the most amazing dream. There were so many cute. Huh, it wasn't a dream. We have so many cucumbers in our garden, and this is just the beginning. Welcome to episode 8 of Cooking Ala LaLa. We're going to do 4 or 5 wonderful things with our cucumbers today. The cucumber. Look at this beautiful plant and its tendrils that are just curling around and hanging on for dear life, wrapping around this trellis here. It's amazing. They have a mind of their own. They catch a hold and they don't let go. This is a cucumber called the Delicatesse. It is a German, or delicatesse, I'm sorry, that we got from Baker Creek Heirloom. Your cucumbers are coming in before the tomatoes do, generally, at least in our organization of gardening. And I'm trying to pick them when they're just like 5 or 6 inches. This is a Delicatesse. You can see this one, and then check this one out. That's probably 3 days away. And look, here's this little, still got the flower attached. Okay, there's another one. Okay, so we're going to do so many things with cucumbers. We're going to make an Agua Fresca, fresh water. It's cucumber, a hot chili like a serrano or a jalapeno, some ginger, simple syrup, and water. You blend it all together, you strain it, and it is the most delicious, fortifying, soul awakening thing you can put in your mouth. It's so delicious. You can add vodka or gin if you want to, but I like it straight up, just Agua Fresca. We'll make a cucumber salad, cucumber soup. We might even do a Szechuan dish that I love from my favorite restaurant, Good Luck Gourmet. And also we might even do some refrigerator pickles, my husband's specialty. Right, Tom? Cucumbers. And we're just getting started, I'm telling you. All right, we're going to make a lot of things with our cucumbers today. We are going to start with one of my favorite things that comes along when our cucumber plants start producing and our pepper plants start producing is an Agua Fresca, fresh water, cool water. What we're going to use is 2 of our serrano peppers from the garden, some lime juice, some ginger, about 4 or 5 of these that we're going to peel and chop up. And we're going to put all of these frickin' frackin' honkin' things in the blender and blend them to high heaven. We have chopped 4 or 5 medium-sized cucumbers straight from the garden. You can see I have left some of the skin on. I do that because it gives it a little bit greener of a color, and green is my favorite color. So what we're going to do is start by putting, not all of these, because all of these won't fit unless you have some industrial blender. And I've got a couple of inches of ginger root peeled. Remember how we did it for the Indian menu? We just peeled it with the back of a spoon, but you might not like it too spicy. Ginger makes it really spicy, and not a different kind of spice than these serrano peppers are going to do. But I'm going to cut these serrano peppers in half, and I'm going to take the seeds out of one half, and I'm going to leave the seeds in the other half because that's where a lot of the heat is, and I like it hot. All right. So we've got the cucumbers, the ginger, we've got our serrano pepper. I'm going to put some cold water in there. And in my little June cleaver blender, I'm not going to do it now because it's loud as hell. But when we come back, I'll show you what it looks like when we have blended it all. And then we're going to strain it and turn it into the best drink you have ever had in your life. All right, we have blended our cucumbers, our peppers, our ginger, and our water together. And I have put it in this ridiculously tiny little sieve. And we're straining it through some, what do you call this? Honey.
Cheesecloth.
Cheesecloth, thank you. I can't keep everything straight.
You're welcome.
Thank you, dear. We're straining it through the cheesecloth to get all the solids out. You don't have to do this, but I like this to be just fresh and clean and light. You could drink the pulp. If you make them with fruits, and a lot of Agua Frescas are made with fruits, cantaloupe, watermelon, strawberries, mint. Same thing, throw it all in the blender. It's a smoothie without the yogurt, which is the better kind of smoothie if you ask me. Not easy being green. I don't think that's the right tune. Look at this beautiful beverage. I just love it. All right, now we're gonna add 4 ounces or so. You could use 1 ounce. You could use 8 ounces. It depends on how sour you like your beverages. Lime juice. Did I not say lime juice?
Just did.
I'm losing my marbles, people. And we've got about 1/4 cup, a little less than 1/4 cup. I'm just gonna put maybe half of that in, about 2 tablespoons in. And what you're gonna wanna do is taste it before you put all your ingredients in. We might discover I will be blowing my brains out with the amount of chili pepper and ginger. Can you do 2 things at once? Taste that and tell me what you think. I think it could use a little bit more simple syrup.
Yes. It's peppy.
It's peppy, baby. So this is our Agua Fresca. Something else you can do with your Agua Fresca is make your simple syrup with mint. And that will give it another little layer of delicious, bright, springy flavor. Or if you forget to make your simple syrup with mint, like I did, you can just garnish your drink with mint. But right now, I'm going to prepare a cocktail. Don't tell Boda. Oh, honey, Boda's going to be so upset. I'm going to prepare a cocktail with the Agua Fresca, and we'll see how that does. Agua Fresca cocktail with vodka. I don't know what's going to happen to me. I'm going to go crazy. You have to do this. You have to try it. If you need cucumbers, come to me. If you need peppers, come to me. For the ginger, you're on your own. Pickles. Everyone loves pickles. These are going to be refrigerator pickles. Look at all these beautiful ingredients. Refrigerator pickles are great because they're quick. You don't have to can them. You don't have to process them. You just put all of the ingredients in your quart jar and you throw them in the fridge for 24 hours. We have, I don't know, maybe 6, 7 cucumbers sliced in quarters, not peeled. We have a ton of this beautiful dill. We have a tablespoon of coriander plus half a teaspoon of mustard seed. We have some red pepper flakes that we made this morning. We discovered we didn't have any red pepper flakes, so we got some that we had dehydrated from our garden last year and put them in the spice mill, chopped them up. How about that? We've got several cloves of garlic, halved, and we're doing an experiment here. We haven't done this before, but I think we've got enough to make just a couple of quarts of pickles. We're gonna put a little bit of grape leaf in because grape leaves have tannins in them that help for some scientific reason to keep your cucumbers crisp and crunchy. You can get these at the store. They're usually packaged like this. You have to kind of pull them out And they're rolled, they're like a little cigar. What do you think, huh? You unfurl it. How about that? And what we're gonna do is put one of these into each jar, and when we come back, I'm gonna show you the order of layering that we're gonna do to make these refrigerator pickles. Now we're gonna pack the pickle. Ooh, that sounds kind of sexy. Loading these in, I have put a half of one of these grape leaves down at the bottom of this jar. And what we have done, I should have mentioned this earlier, here is a pickling brine. This is white distilled vinegar that has 2 tablespoons of salt and 2 tablespoons of sugar melted into the vinegar. And then when that is all melted, you add some cold water, chill that. That's what this is. This is our brine. 2 cups of cold water, 1.25 cups of vinegar, sugar, and salt. All right, so we're gonna pack these in here. I'm gonna put a few in, then I'm gonna toss, ooh, that one went on the floor, uh-oh. Put some of the garlic in, put some of the dill in. I like to be able to see the different ingredients, but you just keep packing these in. This is the coriander and mustard seed. I'm gonna sprinkle some of that in. I'm gonna put some of these down on the side so you can see some color. They're just really pretty. I'm gonna put some more dill. I don't think you can have too much dill. I don't think you can have too much of anything, but that's my problem, I'm telling you. All right, so you can see what we're doing. We have about 8 sprigs, but who's counting, like I say, of this beautiful dill. So it's gonna you want it to get really packed and tight. Here's a little bit more garlic, nectar of the gods. And we'll fill it up, fill it up. Look, isn't that pretty? Ram it, cram it, jam it. Some more dill, some more dill. And what we're gonna do after we add the brine to the situation, it's like me putting on my jeans now. After the COVID, I can't get my clothes on. That one just won't go. All right, we're gonna cover this with our brine and put this in the refrigerator, and in 24 hours, we're gonna have the most delicious refrigerator pickles that even your granddaughters will enjoy. This is the control quart. This does not have the grape leaf in it. We're gonna see if the grape leaf really does make them crunchier. All right, see how I'm just ramming this one down, and you wanna get it as tight and as packed as you can. See the garlic, the chilies, the coriander, and there's that. That fits just about perfectly. And then you top it with your beautiful vinegar, water, sugar, and salt brine. You want everything to be covered. Tap that in. So there is our refrigerator pickle that has no grape leaf. This is refrigerator pickle with the grape leaves. And they say that these will keep in your refrigerator for a couple of weeks, maybe a month. We have kept them in there for 3 months and they're still delicious. So there you go, refrigerator pickle. Have you had enough cucumbers yet? Oh, we're just getting started. We're gonna make a chilled cucumber soup, which is so delicious. It's light, it's refreshing. It helps you use up all those cucumbers. And we've got some Vidalia onion, about a 1/4 cup. You could use shallots if you like. I've just got a lot of Vidalia onions. I like a shallot because it's a little sweeter. I think it has a little bit more finesse, but we've got Vidalia onions. A bunch of dill. We've got some buttermilk. Think this is enough buttermilk for this old country girl? And you could use sour cream, or I have gotten some Mexican crema because it says Lala. Buy me, Lala. Even if it's not in the recipe, buy me. So I'm going to use this because, I don't know, it's got to be good. And a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and some rice wine vinegar. So it's not many ingredients. Here goes another It's another blender. We're not turning the oven on today. So we're also not having a main entree dish, but we're just using a bunch of cucumbers, which I don't think really like to be cooked. So we're just basically gonna chop these cucumbers that have been peeled and seeded. We're gonna dice them up in a rough chop. We're gonna throw all of these ingredients, maybe in 2 different batches, into our June Cleaver style blender, and we're going to make some chilled soup that can keep in the refrigerator for a week. It's like V8 juice. If you don't want to eat a bag of chips, have some chilled cucumber soup. Chilled cucumber soup with dill and buttermilk and crema. How beautiful is that? Crema is a Mexican kind of sour cream. It's also like creme fraiche. For these purposes, you can use them interchangeably. But I'm going to make a little serving. Let's put a little feather of dill on top. And I want to drizzle it with a little bit of this fancy pants olive oil just to give it some richness. I've salted and peppered it. It's so good. You can taste everything in it. You can taste the dill. You can get the cucumber, even though cucumber is pretty mild. You get a little bit of the Vidalia. I think you could put a little tiny clove of garlic in here. It would be good, but you don't want so much that it would overwhelm all the other subtle flavors. But this is a really lovely, quick blender soup that you can make ahead of time. Yeah, I make this. Get some buttermilk, get some cucumbers, get some dill, and make this soup. We started with 21 cucumbers. This is the only one left. This is the only one that survived. Okay, if you haven't had enough, I want to just have a little fun and do something with the things we had in, well, come back here. The things that we had in our refrigerator, most of which came from the garden. These are a couple of radishes that were kind of our late radishes, a turnip. This is a pepper that we harvested. I guess it would be a good idea to see if this is a sweet or a hot pepper, because that will make a difference in how much I put in the salad we're about to make. That's a sweet pepper. You like that? I think that's supposed to be a Cubanelle. I wanted it to be a little bit bigger, but maybe I just picked it too soon. All right, so we've got a couple of these cucumbers that I have peeled halfway. I like to leave a little bit of the green on just to give it some visual interest. You've heard me talk about visual interest before. And let's just slice them pretty thin, not wafer thin. What movie was wafer thin from? No, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, right?
That's Mr. Creosote.
Thank you, Mr. Creosote. All right, so you see we're chopping these up very thin, not so much that you can't see through them, although this should make the puffiness in my eyes go down. I'm going to chop up a little this Vidalia onion. I'm going to chop this up really thinly. Same with this, all sort of equal thin. Chop this up. I'm going to throw them all in here, and I'm going to make a little dressing with the cider vinegar, the sour cream. I could use the LaLa crema, but we're almost finished with this. I want to use it up and get it out of the fridge. And a little bit of this shallot. It'll give it some sweetness. And a little celery. I'm going to chop this up and just make a chopped salad that was just stuff in the fridge. We have our chopped vegetables. We've got cucumber, celery, radish, some turnip, some Vidalia onion, a little celery chopped up, everything chopped up very thin. And this is just a great, it's kind of like a slaw. It's going to be dressed like a slaw, and it'll be undressed like a slaw. Okay, so we're going to make a little dressing. And here we've got some sour cream. Again, you can use crema, you can use mayonnaise, you could use, I just need to get rid of this the sour cream that we have. I put a little apple cider vinegar. I've got some shallots, which I think are just so divine. The shallot and the chive are vying for my top prize in the allium beauty contest. I'm gonna put a little salt in here. And a little more salt. Celery seed, because I just love celery seed, and it loves celery. Okay, that's enough. A little pepper. So I'm gonna whirl this around and give it a taste, because I'm just kind of winging this, as I want to do. I'm gonna whirl it around and then taste it, and might say, oh gosh, that needs so much more shallot or vinegar. We have our dressing. We just made a dressing: celery seed, apple cider vinegar, sour cream, salt, pepper, shallots. Delicious. Delicious. And we're just gonna drizzle it over our vegetables here. Again, this is pretty much kind of a slaw situation. Oh, when we had all this dill, and dill just loves cucumbers and peppers. You know, if they grow together, they go together. And these are all things that are going to be in your spring and summer garden. So we're just going to toss these around and probably let them sit for 5 or 10 minutes for all these flavors to meld. And when I clean up my dish here, it won't look like some crazy person did it. But this is just a delicious, bright, and just to prove how good it is, one does need to taste one's dish before one takes it to one's table. I'm going to create a bite that has a little bit of everything. There's a little radish, a little turnip. I think I see a little onion on there. It's just a really good salad. We just threw it together. I think the dressing is kind of, you can't screw up if you got red wine, apple cider vinegar and sour cream or mayonnaise. But this is a great little throw together salad that'll be terrific with your barbecue, chicken, pork, what have you. Bon appetit. Bon appetit, y'all. This is the day of the cucumber. This is the day that we made so many delicious dishes and drinks with cucumber. Agua Fresca. We made these refrigerator pickles, this wonderful cucumber salad with turnips from the garden, radishes, dill. Anyhow, that's just a great dish to go. I wanted to do another dish today in honor and reverence to my favorite restaurant in the city, Good Luck Gourmet. I was up at the Buford Highway Farmers Market today getting ingredients basically for this dish that we didn't make. And while I was up there, I thought, well, I might as well pick up my favorite dish from Good Luck Gourmet because it has cucumbers in it. That was the point. All right, so we've got these rice noodles. So this is, I didn't make this. I'm just showing y'all what's good because some people just need to know. It's got this wonderful yuba, which I tried to get Lisa to explain to me what yuba was, and my brain couldn't wrap around it. We've got these beautiful cucumber slices. Lisa is the co-owner, hostess, manager. Her husband is the chef. We've got bean sprouts, cilantro. This is one of the most amazing dishes. And again, I think the reason a cucumber is such an amazing vegetable is that it's bland enough to take on anything you put with it, but it's crunchy enough to keep me interested. All right, that's what I'm talking about. So anyhow, one of these days we'll make this, but I wanted to introduce this, one of my very favorite dishes in the world. This is chili oil from Good Luck Gourmet. Google Good Luck Gourmet and go up there. They've started seating again, social distance, safe seating, or you can get carry out. If you could smell this, you would be going out of your mind. I wanted to share it with you because at its core, at its many cores, is the cucumber. Thank you for watching Cooking Ala LaLa, the cucumber episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. We will be doing lots of episodes coming up with all of the bounty coming from our garden. Tomatoes, beans, eggplants, peppers, blueberries are about to come in on the blueberry bushes out at our garden. So please come back, watch the show, and if you like any of these recipes or any of the recipes from previous shows, go to horizontheater.com, and everything is archived there, and you can catch up and enjoy everything we've done up to this point.
For more information and to download all the recipes that you've seen on this episode of Cooking Ala LaLa, please visit horizontheater.com.